Welcome back. Today we are covering Brussels. It is full of charm, surprises, and so much personality. It's the kind of place where history and modern life blend together around every corner. You can visit a palace, admire incredible art, and eat way too many waffles, all in one day. We spent our time exploring Brussels at our slow travel pace, and today we're taking you along. Let's dive into history, quirky statues, beautiful parks, food markets, chocolate shops, and much, much more. This is one of those cities that quietly grows on you. By the end of our time here, we didn't want to leave at all. Hi, we are Dharmesh and Kieran from KD Travelers, two early retirement slow travelers sharing our journey and knowledge to help others do the same. All right, let's get started. Our first destination is the absolute heart of Brussels, Grand Place. It's a name you'll hear everywhere, and when you finally stand here, you understand why. This square dates back to the 12th century and easily one of the most beautiful we've seen in all of Europe. The buildings that surround the square are absolutely stunning. Look at all the details, the gold accents, the statues, the intricate carvings. Each building once belonged to a guild, such as bakers, brewers, and blacksmiths, to mention a few. The town hall, built in the early 1400s, dominates one side. Directly across of it is the opulent King's House, which now is the location of the Brussels City Museum. You might find yourself craning your neck a lot in this location. Every time you look up, there's another tiny statue or detail that you might have missed. Alright, just a short walk from Grand Place is Brussels' most famous little icon, Manneken Pis, a bronze statue of a boy peeing. Yes, really a peeing statue, and despite his size at just 24 inches tall, he's become a national symbol. It's a lot smaller than we expected, but it draws a crowd. Everyone wants to know, why a boy peeing? The statue was created in 1619, and there are several legends about it. One says a boy saved Brussels by peeing on a burning fuse. Another claims a nobleman built it after finding his lost son midstream on this very street. Over the years, Manneken Pis became part of the city's quirky identity. Today he's dressed up several times a week. His wardrobes include over 1,000 costumes, which one can see at the Grand Robe Manneken Pis Museum. But Manneken Pis isn't the only one. A short walk leads you to Manneken Pis, his female counterpart. She is tucked down a side alley peeing, and if you're committed, you can find Het Zenneke too, a statue of a dog peeing and contributing to Brussels' very unique public art theme. It's strange, yes, but also very Brussels. The city never takes itself too seriously. Just a short stroll from Manneken Pis, we step into one of Brussels' most beautiful landmarks, the Royal Galeries Saint-Hubert. Built in 1847, this was one of Europe's very first covered shopping arcades, a concept that was revolutionary at the time. The architecture here is absolutely stunning. The soaring glass ceilings, the intricate ironwork, and those beautiful arched windows. The Royal Galeries Saint-Hubert is more than just a shopping arcade. It's a living piece of 19th century elegance right in the heart of modern Brussels. Even if you're not buying anything, just walking through here feels like a treat. Next, it was time for lunch, and we headed to Wolf Food Market. This modern food hall is a great way to sample a variety of cuisines all under one roof. They've got everything here: Belgian classics, Asian noodles, Middle Eastern wraps, vegan options. It's a really cool vibe. We highly recommend it if you're looking for a casual, high-quality lunch option in Brussels. Now, after lunch, we made our way to Mont, literally Hill of the Arts. This elevated garden offers one of the best panoramic views of Brussels. It's also a perfect rest spot. Grab a bench, people watch, and soak in the view. From Mont des Arts, it's a short walk to the Royal Palace of Brussels, the official palace of the Belgian monarchy. Although the king and queen don't live here, it's where ceremonial events are still held. This is the official palace of the king and queen of Belgium, but unlike many royal palaces, they don't actually live here. The king and his family live outside of the city at Laeken Palace. This one is mostly used for state functions, official ceremonies, and to receive foreign dignitaries. The current palace was built and expanded over several phases, with much of its grand neoclassical design dating from the 18th and 19th centuries. The building perfectly reflects an understated elegance often associated with Belgium's monarchy. Stately, grand, but not overly flashy. For several weeks each summer, the palace opens its doors to the public. It's one of the rare royal palaces in Europe that you can actually tour inside free of charge. Even if you don't go inside, the exterior alone is worth the visit. It gives you a real sense of Belgium's royal history right in the heart of the city. The royal palace is a perfect stop as you continue exploring central Brussels. Now, right across from the royal palace is Parc de Bruxelles, the city's oldest public park in a peaceful green space in the middle of all the history and politics around you. It's a great spot to take a break. Locals come here to jog, read, or just enjoy the fresh air. If you're slow traveling like us, this is one of those places that invites you to pause and just take it all in. Next, we made a quick stop at the Congress Column, an important but often overlooked monument here in Brussels. This column was built in the mid-1800s to honor Belgium's independence and the creation of its constitution in 1830. Each of the 4 statues around the base represent an essential freedoms guaranteed in that constitution: freedom of religion, association, education, and the press. And beneath it burns Belgium's eternal flame, honoring the unknown soldiers who gave their lives during both world wars. It's a solemn but meaningful place. In a city known for its bustling squares and quirky humor, this is one of the few spots that offers a moment of quiet reflection. Just a short walk away is one of the city's most beautiful churches, Église Notre-Dame de Sablon. The stained glass in here is absolutely incredible. Some of these windows date back to the 15th and 16th century. Unlike some grand cathedrals, this feels intimate. You can sit quietly, take in the craftsmanship, and just enjoy the light streaming through this vibrant colors. The church was originally built by the Archers Guild of Brussels and expanded over centuries. It's a hidden gem and definitely worth a visit if you enjoy historic churches and Gothic architecture. Now, tucked away on a quiet side street is one of Brussels' best hidden pieces of history, a surviving section of the medieval city wall. In the 13th century, Brussels was a walled city with gates, towers, and fortifications surrounding it. Over time, as the city expanded, most of those defenses were dismantled. Also hidden right in the middle of modern Brussels sits one of its oldest surviving structures, Tour Noir, or the Black Tower. This small medieval tower is a rare remnant of Brussels' original city wall, dating back to the early 13th century. Today it feels a bit surreal seeing it sandwiched between modern buildings and busy streets. The Black Tower was rediscovered and restored in the late 19th century. What's unique is that, unlike most medieval ruins, this one remains remarkably intact and easy to visit right in the heart of the city. No visit to Brussels is complete without giving in to 2 of its most famous and delicious exports, chocolate and waffles. Crispy on the outside, light and fluffy inside, loaded with toppings, waffles here are not just a snack, it's practically an art form. Whipped cream, melted chocolate, strawberries, these are just some of the toppings that you can choose for your waffle. And of course, the chocolate. Belgian chocolate has built a worldwide reputation for its rich flavor, craftsmanship, and unbelievably smooth texture. Whether you're sampling truffles from a master chocolatier or picking a few pralines from a chocolate shop, it's hard to resist. Brussels will absolutely ruin you for chocolate forever. Now, of course, we couldn't talk about Brussels without mentioning one of Belgium's greatest passions as well, beer. Belgium has a beer tradition unlike anywhere else, over 1,500 different varieties, many brewed by small independent breweries. Each beer has its own unique glass designed to enhance its flavor and aroma. And you don't just drink beer here, you experience it. Even if you're not a beer expert, it's easy to find something you'll love, and many bars will happily guide you through the tastings. Places like Delirium Cafe, known for offering a variety of beers, are legendary spots for beer lovers visiting Brussels. Welcome to Brussels European Quarter, the modern heart of the EU, where major political decisions are made that affect the entire continent. This is the European Parliament, the only directly elected institution of the European Union. It's where representatives from across Europe debate and pass laws. Even if you're not into politics, it's kind of surreal to stand here. This is where they decide on climate action, digital rights, trade, things that ripple across the borders. Just steps away, you'll find the European Commission and the Council of the EU. Together, they form the core of how the European Union operates. And right outside the Parliamentarium, the official EU Visitor Center, you'll find a powerful symbol, a preserved section of the Berlin Wall itself. Seeing this here really reminds us that the EU is about progress, peace, and bringing people together. The Parliamentarium is free to visit and has some great interactive exhibits in multiple languages. Definitely worth a stop if you're nearby. Brussels may not always be the first city people think of when planning a European trip. We definitely didn't, but after spending our time here, it absolutely deserves a place on anyone's itinerary. It's a city that constantly surprises you. Grand squares and elegant places, serious politics and rich history, but also plenty of humor, charm, and some of the most incredible food you'll find anywhere. That's what makes slow travel so special, taking the time to discover a place that you might overlook otherwise. If you enjoyed exploring Brussels with us, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more of our slow travel adventures around the world. Until next time, let's travel together.